Good morning everyone, welcome back to Hearthstone. My name is Rooster and we're playing Freeze Mage today. In the series, in another one in a series of decks that actually resemble the deck they came from in Old Standard a lot, and don't include actually any new cards. So it's basically just Freeze Mage updated with the standard rules, which means no more mad scientists, most of all. So we're playing Forgotten Torches, we're playing Antonidas again, because Maligos is a little... it's a little daring. And most of all, we actually might need Antonidas against certain decks. This could very well be our first loss for today already, because, Warrior is not known to be a very good matchup for Freeze Mage, so let's hope to not run into too many more of those. Basically going in here expecting to lose, but if it is a more aggressive, a Tempo Warrior, perhaps a Patron Warrior, we could still win this. Having the Antonidas is rather important, and that means I might even save the coin here. Hello. Preparing the axe, are we? Alright. Yeah, so we have to take this... Well, I was going to say we have to take this slow, but we cannot take this slow, I think. We have to kill him before a certain point where his armor gain is going to be too much. How worried are we about him drawing cards? I'm not quite sure, but I think I'll torch that. Yeah, sure. Let's get the extra burn into our deck and make sure he doesn't draw any extras. If it's a Patron Warrior, then our win rate may actually be decent-ish. As long as he doesn't draw the double Armor Smith and gains a crap ton of armor in one turn. That is a card in Patron, but I've seen it in Control Warrior decks also, so I'm not quite sure what to expect here. We can probably afford to loot harder here. The next turn, if he hits into that, we can torch in Hero Power. That's probably okay. That is probably okay. Let's see about this. Let's see where this goes. He could hit it with the weapon and that's fine with me, because that means this thing is probably not getting enraged. The 2/6 Taunt is particularly effective in most warrior decks, proving to be a very, very useful card. Decent replacement for Sludge Belcher for warriors. Kind of unexpected. We don't want to play the Acolyte into the Fiery War Axe here, I'm pretty sure. Unless we Hero Power it to draw a card first. I'm probably okay with Hero Powering that. Hero Power Torch, and then let's see what he does with the Acolyte. That's probably okay. Yeah, let's stick to the plan. Get the extra torches into the deck. That's also rather important. Let's see if he draws any extra cards, which would be unfortunate, but would require him, for example, to Patron plus Whirlwind here, which I'm not sure is something he would be interested in. Okay, we are fighting a Patron Warrior deck here. That is certainly good to know. Having the Alexstrasza is rather important also. Okay, we might hang in here. We have a Doomsayer Frost Nova combo, but I think I would like to draw more cards here. So let's, oh actually, yeah, that should be fine. Exchange the Acolyte for a card. He can draw some cards right now, that is a little worrisome, but I'm afraid we'll just have to deal with that. He can X this down, perhaps hit it. Oh, actually he could burn some cards, but I think we have the most important parts of our deck already. So I'm actually not that worried. That could be a little ugly, to be honest. Because indeed he is correct in that I'm not drawing this card and I'm not drawing the next either. That is a little unfortunate, I'll admit. But we should be able to Frost Nova Doomsayer next turn, I think. Oh, he might have an Execute by now. That's a little nasty. Ooh, that's a lot of burn gone. Yeah, that was a mistake. I'll be the first to admit that. Do we freeze the board here? At the very least, freeze. I guess we could. Yeah, we probably should. I'm not sure if I'm playing this matchup the right way, but there's not much we can do here. Expecting the Execute here. He basically has to. Slam Execute even? Oh, I was kind of expecting the weapon. But sure, maybe he doesn't have it. Slam into slam. Oh, slam into hit. That also works. Okay, so you can save the Execute for more important purposes. As well as buffing up the Berserker, I guess. That's something. Can we draw here? We can draw if we freeze, and then next turn Alexstrasza. I don't have any of my ice blocks yet, so that's a little worrisome. We can draw if we freeze. We have 5, we have 9, or we could. We don't have a good Antonidas turn here, so we might also freeze. Cast Blizzard, I mean. That's probably okay. Blizzard this, bring this down, so we can kill it next turn, or we can Antonidas and freeze the board, which is also okay. As well as denying him... Oh, we're not denying him a draw. I guess I could have pinged that, but... Him milling me is a bigger deal than us milling him, I guess. Alright. Going on the aggression. Can we freeze the board here? We're getting 2 extra fireballs. How many fireballs do we need? That's a good question. We could Flame Strike here. That's not too helpful. If we freeze the board, we get 2 extra fireballs, so we've got 18 damage. That is not enough, but there is still a lot of burst in our deck. We could Alexstrasza. No, we cannot Alexstrasza him this turn. I don't think we can freeze here. We just ping and draw some cards. We cannot draw any cards right now if we don't play any. Gotta save the Flame Strike, so I guess we just ping this. Fireball face and pass. We don't really have a use for saving all the burn in our hand, because we're exchanging stuff for fireballs anyway. And we need to get his armor down regardless. So we can Alexstrasza him for 15 damage to face, and then we get a couple of fireballs from Antonidas, which could be good enough. We might also... Do we have to wait until we get a decent Emperor turn? I'm not sure. I'm just looking for a good opportunity to Antonidas and freeze, basically. Preferably when I've also got, for example, an Ice Lance on hand, so I can freeze his face. So he doesn't have an easy way to get rid of Antonidas. He will have whirlwind effects on hand by now. I probably just should be spiking him one turn, and getting enough fireballs is rather important in that case. He's still saving up? I guess he's still saving up. Oh, he might be saving up for a Romash, actually. So if I freeze, that may not be enough? In that case, we just have to draw some cards, but I don't think we're ever going to win that way. We should probably just go for it here. I'm really unsure about that. We're not going to... Yeah, I guess we have to. I guess we just have to hope he doesn't have Claw Rush. I don't see another way out here. If he has Grommash and an Activator, we're dead, so he probably knows. And I don't think there's much we can do about that. Yep, and... Okay, that's an Activator, I suppose. I don't see us having any chance here. We could have hoped for an Ice Block, but that would just give us a turn and no time to actually cast our fireballs. So not sure not sure how we're actually going to win that one. Let's hope for a better matchup here, because this wasn't pretty. Guess saving the coin for Antonidas probably was the right call. We need a lot of burst to get through all the armor he's accruing. That doesn't mean it's getting any easier.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Alright, we definitely don't keep this. Perhaps... No, Frostbolt isn't good enough. We need card draw. Because we need to gather enough pieces over time so we're able to actually deal lethal damage. Let's see what we're up against. Yeah, now I wish I had kept the Frostbolt, but we can destroy the board turn 6. It's probably fine. Could also Doomsayer here, which will prevent the 4-drop and kill this. How's that? It feels like kind of a waste of a Doomsayer, but it does give us the time we need, I guess. I don't like it, but Doomsayer is never going to be any good. Oh, I guess it prevents a 3-drop. That's still okay. Then I possibly could have used this next turn, because a 3-drop combined with this is probably unable to kill it. Not sure where I got the 4-drop thing from. But he's on turn 3 again, so that's probably fine. Let's start drawing some cards. We have 10 damage now, assuming we get a Frostbolt, of course. How bad is that? I honestly have no idea how bad Bran will be in this situation, but we cannot afford to kill that. Do we just torch it? We can torch it next turn, right? But then we cannot play Acolyte. How bad is this going to be? I really have no idea. Excuse me. Yeah, let's play Acolyte and see what happens. We can torch and ping it next turn anyway, unless he defenders, but that's unlikely. That seems really unlikely indeed. Okay, so we get to draw 2 cards still. That's okay. I was expecting a lot worse. I just got the double buff on Cthulhu. That's a little unfortunate. So I do think we have to get rid of this Bran here. And doing that by torching it is not actually bad. We just need to draw enough cards, basically, and then survive long enough. We have a decent amount of freeze effects, so that should be decent. But let's see if we can actually. That's 9 cards. Okay, so if I spend 1 to draw 2, and then I have to play another card. Would I be willing to play another card? I don't think so. So let's just draw 1 in that case. I am absolutely making the same mistake again. How bad is that? Ah, it's okay. He can make us draw 2, that's fine. I've got Antonidas, so this may just lead to him making stupid moves. We're burning 1 card, I'm not incredibly worried. We're not burning a Frostbolt, so that's good. That's 11, that's 17 damage, that's probably fine. That is probably fine, let's see. I don't know if there's anything really bad that we didn't want to burn in this situation. I think we have enough cards, so
What to do?
let's just freeze up and then Blizzard will take care of this. So if we freeze and ping this, then Blizzard next turn will kill that. Or we could ping the other guy so the Flame Strike gets rid of it. Well, not entirely, but we might as well soften it up a bit. Probably okay. If we Blizzard next... No, let's just get that one into Flame Strike range. I don't think I can afford to take too much damage here. And I probably need to get an Ice Block up before turn 10. Because Cthulhu would probably kill me just about... Well, not right now, but pretty soon anyway. Pretty soon anyway. Okay, we've got a lot of burst here. So we should probably start fireballing face, I think. Do we Frost Nova this? I guess Frost Nova is fine here. Can we make that a little more efficient?
I wonder.
Flame Strike here is actually kind of bad. If I Blizzard, I can't really do much else. So probably just Frost Nova. I'm not sure where the black blocks are coming from. Something of a glitch, I think. So we can ping something and then... Do we actually want to ping those things? I think I just want to start fireballing face. Let's get this into Flame Strike range and Roaring Torch his face. With Antonidas, I think we should have enough burst to get through him. Not quite sure. But I don't think Cthulhu Druids have a healthy supply of... have any decent supply of healing. So unless Cthulhu immediately kills me, I think we should be okay. I do like the Doomsayer here though. Because this board is getting a little worrisome. Let's hope this works. If this doesn't work, then I'm actually rather screwed. He could double swipe, and that's probably okay. Because he could be double swiping face instead, so that's... Wrath and Smite is a little unfortunate, but that's... yeah, it's probably still fine. I do need... I do need some kind of freeze effect for next turn, though. We may not actually be able to make it. Let's see, we've got 11, we've got 17 damage, so we need 2 additional fireballs, and we need a freeze effect to survive next turn. Or an ice block, I suppose. Oh, that's a freeze effect, if I've seen any. Can he kill Antonidas? That's another great question. And can we Flame Strike this board? That's another great... If we Antonidas, we may not be dead to Cthulhu, I think. So there's a chance. We could also... no, we cannot draw. We basically need to cast Frost Nova this turn. Do we have enough time? That's the real question. I think we have to do it this. This is way trickier than I expected. Way trickier. So Cthulhu probably kills Antonidas, which may not leave us with enough damage to kill him. But if we Flame Strike, we might be able to eliminate enough damage on the board that he'll be unable to kill us. Oh, that's bad for us. That is bad for us. Okay. So now we have to freeze again. Oh, or we Ice Block. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. Can we kill him over 2 turns? We have 2 fireballs. 2 fireballs means... No, we have to draw additional cards because we have 11. Yeah, we have 11. We have... Okay. We have 23 damage, so we need to draw more cards. Ooh, additional Ice Block helps. Okay, so we have to cast Ice Block. And then we just Fireball face. And then we start counting during his turn. Now we have 14, we have 20 damage, so if all he does is Hero Power, we actually kill him next turn. And if he manages to do something else, I have no idea what he could be doing. That's the great thing here. He can't even play an Ether of Secrets if he has one. Unless he wraths his own minion or something. If that's all he has, then he's dead. That's good. Wow. I was not expecting that. Alright. Let's do the counting. That's 3 and 3, that's 6, that's 14, that's yeah, so that's 4 mana, 8 mana. Yep, we're done. I almost ice-lanced my own face there. Great. Whew! That was pretty good, if I say so myself. Wow. Yeah, that's playing to your routes. That was a little more dangerous than I thought. But it turned out okay. I am not a good Freeze Mage player, if you might have already guessed. It's not really my kind of deck, but there were a lot of good top decks there. If I found a Blizzard, then it would have probably been fine. There were actually a lot of top decks that would have done the trick. We were almost through our deck, I think. So against oh no, not another warrior. It's a bad day to be playing Freeze Mage, I guess. Yeah, we need more cards again. We could also just concede. How was that? It could save both of us a lot of time. Let's first just see what kind of warrior it is. If it's Patron, then we do have an honest chance against Patron. That is bad news. That is bad news.
I hope you like my invention.
We can win, but it's a very, very slim chance against Control Warrior. So let's see what's up here. I don't think we care about the amount of cards he has. So we could just play our own Acolyte. If he's playing cards he's not armoring up. That may sound a little strange. And I'll admit it feels weird saying that we don't care about his cards. That's really odd. Please don't X my guy. That would be really rude. Really rude, Mr. Garrosh. Oh well. At least we've got some cards. How much burst is this? That's not an awful lot. That is not an awful lot. We have 9 cards. Are we playing anything? We might coin afterwards. We could Doomsayer for tempo. I guess coin Doomsayer should be fine. We don't have Antonidas, so we're not that worried about. Ooh, Fireball's nice. Okay, I guess we are Doomsayering here. Okay, so let's keep counting. We've got 16, we've got 22, so we need 10 more damage, and we're up against Patron again, so that's good news in its own regard. I was kind of worried about the turn 2 armor up, but it seems to be working alright for now. Although that Frothing Berserker is something to worry about, but that's something for later, I guess. Novice Engineer is just giving him another card, though. Not sure I'm the biggest fan of that. Although I suppose we could freeze next turn. It's actually not that bad. Let's see what we get.
You like my invention?
Ooh, managed to mute before the sneeze. I mean, not the freeze, the sneeze. We could frostbolt it, but that's costing us damage. Actually, the frostbolts are not that important. It's just you really need one. Let's frostbolt that guy. That's fine. Yeah, the frostbolts aren't that important if you're not playing Malagos. If you're playing Malagos, then a frostbolt represents like 8 damage, maybe with Thalmos 9 damage. But in our deck, as long as we have the second frostbolt, it's actually not that important. We don't have any more draw in hand, so that's a little annoying. We could just ping this guy and pass. Or start fireballing, which I also don't hate. I actually don't like fireballing here, and I don't like frost novaing either. Let's just draw a card. He hasn't got enough damage on the board that I'm too worried about him dealing a lot of damage here. So the frost novas could be worth more later. Well, and that was kind of unavoidable, so we can start frost novaing next turn. And now the fireball clears the armor and doesn't let him Bell Rage, which is also good. Now we've got Antonidas. Does that change anything? How much does that change? We could Frost Nova. We want to Alexstrasza him in 2 turns. So it means next turn we are likely to Blizzard. Blizzard and ping. So now we could Frost Nova ping. Or Frost Nova Fireball Phase. I don't hate the Fireball Phase here. If we Blizzard next turn and then we Alexstrasza him, we take a lot of damage during that turn. Can we afford that? Not quite sure. He's building up a lot of... Well, he's not building up a lot of pressure if we Blizzard and then ping that thing. I guess we freeze and we ping one of them. Where are those black boxes coming from? I'm not sure what's happening here. Alright, let me minimize this thing here. Hope it doesn't happen again. I think it's my my sound processor. Oh no, not you, not you. Don't you whirlwind me. Please don't whirlwind me. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. It's not fine. This is not fine. Okay, we have to Frost Nova Doomsayer here, I think, because that Armorsmith... Or we have to Fireball the Armorsmith. I don't like either. I don't like either option. But I think that's our best shot. We have to get rid of that thing. He will burn his Whirlwind effects, I think. But he may have none. If he has a ghoul, it's basically game over, though. I guess we could Flame Strike here. It's not awful. It's just 4 armor. We can get through that. I don't like giving him 4 armor, but it's better than the alternative, I think. We have 3 more freeze effects, so we should be able to survive for a while. Assuming we can... Yeah, that's probably fine. I hope that doesn't kill us next turn. I'm not sure. We have a lot of potential burst at the very least. I don't think that thing is going to kill us next turn. So are we free to Alexstrasza him? He can deal 5. It's probably fine. Unless he has Grommash, of course. If he has Grommash, then he has... well... then he probably has lethal regardless of what we do here. That would mean 13 damage unless I freeze him this turn. Which is definitely not going to happen. No. Okay. We have to go for it. This has to happen sometime, and this is probably the safest turn to do so. And if he has Grommash here, or another way to kill us? Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, I guess that works. If you have another... Yeah, that's... Wow. Okay, well played. I really couldn't afford to Gore Howl in a Patron deck? Or am I just judging this entirely the wrong way? I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. I think we had to go for it now. We couldn't possibly win without playing Alexstrasza on him. Perhaps a Doomsayer Frost Nova turn. Maybe if I had frozen that Berserker, I could have made it. It's either enough buffs for the Berserker to kill me or a Grommash. And I played around neither. That's probably bad. That is probably bad. Yeah, you can Alexstrasza if you have an Ice Block up, which isn't popped, or the turn after a Doomsayer Frost Nova.
You asked for
I guess that works. Okay, Warlocks. What do we do against Warlocks? We want some early game. We want some card draw. We want some. I guess torches are good. I think torches are good. Yeah. Oh, and early Doomsayers might also work. Not quite sure.
I greet you.
Let's see what we're up against first. If it's a Reno lock, then that's really good for us. And Zoo should be possible. Do we coin and kill that? I'm pretty sure we coin and kill that, right? This indicates some real aggression. And that's probably fine. We don't want to take any additional damage off of that. He will have a follow-up though.
Buying or selling.
But that is probably okay. I think I'm okay with that. We could Doomsayer here. Because he should not have enough damage to eliminate that, but we could also Doomsayer. I think Doomsayer Cone of Cold is not good enough. No, he's likely to flood the board at some point in the nearby future, so I don't hate the Doomsayer here. Could have also hero powered face here, but... and every tap is also good for us. So I think I'm okay here. Yeah. Let's start drawing some cards. This again makes one attack minions awkward. Oh, a Cthulhu Warlock. Alright, that's interesting. Pretty sure we're always pinging this, and I think we're just drawing a card.
Like my invention.
Alright, that's also good. We might want to save that for a defensive use. Not quite sure. With the Frost Nova, the Doomsayer would have been quite good. And a very friendly minion dies. Okay, that's cute. Do we care about that? I don't think we care about that. We can trade, we can draw. Let's draw first. I think we were pretty much always drawing. And I'm pretty sure we don't care about the size of his Cthulhu. 9 cards in hand, it's fine.
That was a mistake.
I don't think that was a mistake, Cthulhu. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Let's see what he's up to. We might have to start freezing starting next turn, depending on what comes out. Perhaps we can soften up the 5/6 enough that a Flame Strike will actually kill it. That might not be horrible. We're only running 1 Flame Strike though. I'm not sure whether that's worth playing around at this point. Let's see, he has 7, he has 10 damage on the field. I think it's okay to play Emperor here. And this is not a bad hand to Emperor, I think.
I wonder.
Would have liked to have some Frostbolts or Ice, or Ice Lances in there. But we can do without. He might kill us here. That's unlikely, I'd say, though. He would need 2 Power Overwhelmings and a Doom Guard. That would do the trick. Not sure whether to expect those from a Cthulhu deck, though.
My shield for Argon.
He does have to basically kill this, so that removes some damage, which is okay.
Is an illusion.
Alright, that's probably fine. Probably need to start clearing the board starting right about now. So let's think about that. He positioned correctly. Kind of annoying not being able to freeze the 5/6 and the 4/5 with kind of gold here. Let's see, we've got 1 ice block, we've got 2 torches which we need to start doing stuff with. How about we frost? We should probably blizzard this. So we're able to clear the board with the Flame Strike later. I think I like that. And we can also torch face then. Do we torch face? I'm pretty sure we torch face. Or we play Acolyte. I don't hate playing Acolyte. Wait, I'm not making that mistake again. If we only draw 1, that's still... Oh, what's happening? Oh, we could develop the ice block. I think I prefer that, yeah. And then we can Alexstrasza him next turn. I don't think that that deck will run any healing, except for maybe Siphon Soul. That's probably fine. So we could either Flame Strike next turn, or Alexstrasza if we're brave. We have the... Can he pop our block next turn? He probably can. But I don't think... Do we have enough burst to kill him next turn? We have... No, we have 12 damage in hand. So I don't think we can do that. Then we save the Alexstrasza for now and we just start freezing. Or we start flame striking. I think I prefer the freeze plan. Although we could flame strike here. And then... Still not sure what's the correct call here, but we can flame strike. We cannot flame strike and do this, but we can frost nova. So we should probably just cycle some cards.
You like my invention?
Oh, that's pretty good. Can we make that survive? Not through the Alexstrasza turn, but that does increase our burst by enough, I think. So we can start going for it next turn. We Frost Nova, and do we draw? I think we draw a card. Sure. So if we Alexstrasza next turn, then we have Torch and... Yeah, so Torch, Fireball would kill him. So if we Alexstrasza next turn, then we probably win. And he shouldn't be able to kill us. He can't play an anti-secret thing. How many cards do we draw? I don't think that matters. So we just Alexstrasza here and then kill him next turn.
I bring life.
And I think that's it. We can cast all of that in one turn, right? Yeah, we have discount on all 3, so that means 7. That means it costs 9 mana to kill him. Yeah, okay, that should do it. Oh, and that's even better. So that's 3 and 3 and 2 and 2. We can even cast all of that except... yeah, so if this pops the block, that's still okay. How do they manage to always draw Cthulhu? I don't know how that works. Oh, that's cute. I never realized it also buffed Cthulhu on the board. Pretty nice. That's actually pretty nice.
You win this time.
Alright, so as long as you don't end up being pitched against Warrior all the time, Freeze Mage is still a pretty good deck, and I think you've caught the drift by now. Do take care if you're facing a lot of Warriors, you may just want to change decks for a bit. Alright, so that's it for today. If you have any suggestions on what deck to play next, even if it's full of new cards, feel free to leave a comment below. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.